Good. I'm Brandy Marsky. This is my 100-day project experiment, and it is an experiment about 100 days of being honest about the creative and wild dream life. And I realized today that it's been 1 week since I've been doing this experiment and this project. And I feel like one, the week has gone by so fast. Two, I can't believe that it's already March. Three, I've had so much fun doing this that it doesn't even feel like something that I don't want to say I have to force myself to do because I'm not forcing it. It's just a challenge, but it doesn't even feel challenged because I'm having so much fun doing it. Um, I didn't really have anything that I wanted to share, but I do. I do and I don't. Um, I had a really great weekend, and I know the weekend is still on, but I had a really great weekend with my parents in town and having dinner with them and just seeing them and reminding and being reminded of the stock that I come from. And what I mean by that is, listening to my father and his journey, his wild dream journey was so inspirational. And we were at breakfast this morning, and he is a professor at a community college. And he's now at the top level where I can't remember. There's a academic name. My brain is like fried. There's an academic tenure. So it's like beyond tenure at his college, and he's at that point. And we were reflecting on the journey that he went from the beginning to now where he's at. And he shared with me that he still has back in the 90s when he first applied to that college, he has his first rejection letter. So the first time he applied at this college, he got rejected. And now, like, flash forward many decades and moons and eons, it feels like. Now he's at the top, right? And I was explaining to him how I felt like he really needed to have that rejection letter in his office because oftentimes we meet people when we meet people, we meet them where they're at now, right? Like we meet them, you're meeting me now. I'm a published author, hybrid published author. I'm blah, 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 all those things, right? Everything that my bio, all of that says. And you're meeting me here at this certain point, and every student that comes into my dad's office is meeting him at that point. And they don't know the story of how we, us all got there. And I was telling him he really needed to have that rejection letter because it shows the growth, right? It shows started from the bottom, now we're here. It shows the journey, it shows the trajectory, it shows people where we started and that where we are now is not where we began. And it's so easy to get lost in that, especially when we're meeting folks and people are presenting themselves at the place and the quote unquote pinnacle of where they are, myself included. And it's easy to forget that we all start somewhere. There's a trajectory to everybody who's arrived at the particular point that we're meeting them at. And I feel like my job and our jobs as creatives is to one, never forget that beginning place for ourselves, right? And as we create art, but also to keep reminding others that, you're meeting me here now as a multi-hybrid published author, but I didn't start out that way, right? I didn't start out, I didn't just like come out of the womb, publish or come out of the womb. Well, I did come out of the womb a drag queen, so never mind about that. But I think it's really important for us. So we were having this discussion and I told him about that and it made me think about me and it made me think about why this project a week in is so important is because it gives you, I, we, us a glimpse into this next phase of wild dreaming. Um it gives you an in at me at the rejection level phase, right? So you've met me as this one thing, and now I'm getting ready to hop into my wild dream launcher, rocket launcher, and move into all these next set of wild dreams. And you're getting to meet me at ground level with that. And you're going to get to ride the wave with me. And I'm really excited about that because, again, that journey is so important. Like the people that meet my dad now just see him as a professor and all of his dreams come true, but they don't know the struggle. They don't know the history. They don't know about the days that we spent sweating in our house because we couldn't turn on the AC because we didn't have enough money to pay the electricity bill. Like they don't know those pieces and parts of the story. And for me, it feels really important to know those pieces of the story because that's the fodder, that's the thing that is, it's not only relatable, but it shows that we all can evolve from whatever space and place we began in, and that we all have a starting point. It all looks different and everybody is going, everybody's journey is going to be different. But going on that journey with the creative, for me, feels so important. And I got to see that modeled by my dad. And so I'm hoping that this little experiment, if you don't have a model from the ground level up to wild dream level, if you don't have that in your life, I'm hoping that this series, my spellcast is that series serves as a model, a beacon, a hope, a lighthouse for what is possible at this point in time when the whole world, it feels like, especially if you're a marginalized being, feels like it's collapsing and things that we have fought so hard for, my generation fought so hard for, the generation before me fought so hard for, all of those are being just picked out, picked off, thrown left to the right. It's just like they're being dismantled law by law. And it feels even more important now to see folks like you, me, we, us, marginalized folks, artist folks, queer folks, brown folks, indigenous folks, black folks, any kind of marginalized folks win. And I think that is why I'm so excited about this experiment. And I'm so excited about being a week into it, is because if no other place, I want this to be a place where you can, for however long you're here, watching this video, or you're in any part of my world, whether it's my Wild Dreamer Substack, whether it's my Wild Dream Wonderland newsletter, whether it's the Wild Dream Journal Club. I'm not really going to be on Instagram or Facebook a whole lot, but even in those spaces, my YouTube, all of that, I really want you, anytime that you come into my orbit, to like drop the shoulders, drop the armor, and feel empowered. Suspend disbelief, suspend all the craziness and all the things that feel too heavy that's going on the world right now. You can pick that right back up when you're done, and I will too. But for this moment right now, when we are together, suspending disbelief and really allowing yourself space to believe that anything is possible, including equality, including your art, including, making money from doing what you love, all of that is possible. Your wild dreams are possible. And that's what I want this little container. I want it to be like this little safe container that you can dip into whenever you need like a reboot and a recharge and a refresh, because we're all going to need it if we are going to make it through the next fucking 4 years. Period. We're all going to need it. I'm going to need it. You're going to need it. And so I really want this to be a place where we can all recharge, but also be really, really honest and really, really brave about what we're going through as we progress on this journey, because that is also going to be a beautiful source of reprieve and uh, an energetic container that others that come after us can dip into and pull from and know that we are all together in an energetic container. And it feels important right now for more folks to show the rise and not just the pinnacle, like being at the top of the mountain, but the sweat, the anger, the rage, the sometimes breakdowns to break through, all of the emotional gamuts, the success, the wins, all the things before we get to that place. And even when we get there, there's going to be another mountain we're going to want to climb. I mean, I know Capricorn sun here, it's going to happen. But a week into this, what I really, really, I was going to make a list of like 7 things I learned, but really the biggest thing I learned is that I want to be on this journey with you. I want to be, I want every space that I create to be a place where you are free to dream, you are free to be angry, you are free to create, and you're free to do all of that all together in an alchemical process that is the human experience. And being a spiritual being having this experience, being both and also all, right? Because that's what we are. And it felt really important a weekend to let you know that I'm in it for the long haul. I hope you are too. And that I'm really excited to share and continue to share the ins and outs of chasing these wild dreams. And I am here to celebrate yours as well. So if you would love to share your wild dream in the comments below this post, I would love that, because I would love to hold all of your wild dreams as I walk and move through mine as a collective, as a sacred container. And so you know that you are wildly and divinely supported, not just from me, but from the universe and from every ancestor, ally, all the things, and the wild dream container. So I love y'all so, so much. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a week with me in here. I cannot wait to see where this experiment goes. I'm loving it. I love you so much. Until tomorrow. And Lakesh.